This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this?
This is a sham.
No. Y'all, just stop.
Get real.
Welcome to DBL. I'm Sam in for Tori, and we've got Dr. Coley joining us today on the panel. Thank you for being here, Dr.
Doc.
Coley.
What's up?
Okay, so we do have a little bit of a rather sensitive topic. The CDC is out with some new data showing that rates of sexually transmitted infections are on the rise for adults over the age of 55. So, Dr. Coley, what is going on, and have you had to advise some of your patients over 55?
I mean, I talk about sex all the time in my visits because I'm a heart doctor. And when it comes to your heart, it's really important to make sure, because what is sex to your heart? A little stress test, right? What does sex do? It raises your heart rate, it raises the demand of the heart. So I talk about it all the time with my patients during the visits. But you know, we're seeing an alarming trend in people over 55, double the number of sexually transmitted infections that we've seen before. And I think
Okay.
Double.
All right.
I think there's many reasons for that. So the first is people are having a lot more sex than they did before. There's a culture shift. We also have medications like Viagra that make people able to have sex a lot longer than before. Now, these are all positive things, but what's the drawback here? We're talking about our parents or our grandparents. These are people who really didn't talk a lot about sex when they were younger. Right? So they don't know about sexually transmitted infections like we do. We talk about it like it's a normal thing. Also, many of them have only had one partner in their entire lives, and then they lost that partner or they moved on, and now they're suddenly having more partners. We know that as we get older, our immune system gets weaker, so our risk of getting infected is actually a little bit higher, so that's part of it. But studies have actually shown us that nursing homes are a breeding ground for sexually transmitted infections, and usually there's more female than male residents, but because of that ratio, people have multiple partners in general, and sexual activity is high in those types of settings. So it's really important for us to start talking about sex, especially with our
Yeah, but at that point, just go for it, right?
No.
I think that's the
Go for it,
problem.
but
I think that's the issue.
Yeah.
But have
You don't
protection.
ride it out.
Yeah, like,
Right.
be smart.
Right.
I mean, you're talking about...
I mean, I'm like, I'm in a nursing home, whatever.
You want to have
20 years.
symptoms and infections and things?
know.
most common
good for the
infections,
goose.
Jeff, chlamydia, gonorrhea.
Yeah,
All right, all
You
right.
know,
we're good.
HIV. You've already got incontinence. You don't need a urinary
I'm just kidding. I'm just
infection on
kidding.
top of
Yeah.
that.
Well, I think for a lot of people, talking to their doctor about their sex life can be hard and even embarrassing. So how do you recommend that how people should bring it up or ask, or even having the conversation with your parents or grandparents?
You know, I think we're so embarrassed to talk about sex, especially as we get older, that's one of the biggest barriers. So you have to normalize it. And what I do is I open the door for my patients and I see if they walk through it. So I say, anything else bothering you? Anything else you want to talk about today? Because we were taught in medical school to ask open-ended questions. Now, if they don't walk through that door, but I think they're lingering and they want to walk through it, sometimes I'll say, okay, after heart surgery, you want to make sure you don't start sexual activity till 6 weeks or whatever, and I'll bring it up proactively. But if your doctor doesn't do that, you normalize it and bring it up in the context and say, doctor, could I be on a medication that's affecting my sexual function because I've noticed this, that, or the other, or ask about diabetes, or so you can ask about it within a medical context. But I want to remind everybody that your space with your doctor, your time with them, everything is on the table. You can talk about anything over there, and you shouldn't be embarrassed, because our sexual function, our sexual desires are part of our biological functions. It's not something culturally that we should be embarrassed about.
I didn't really put that together until my early 40s with my therapist and my doctor. Like, this is not the person to lie to. You know, if
They're
there's
there to
something-
help you.
Yeah, but it's hard because it's things you're uncomfortable talking about. Now it's a stranger. Now you're supposed to open up, but that's the person to say everything to. So, all right, well, Doc, I want to switch gears here because we got to talk about the obligatory Ozempic Manjaro conversation, because really it is kind of like a miracle weight loss drug. Like, everybody's talking about it and people are seeing results, but unfortunately some people are not seeing results. So, Doc, what's going on with the people that it doesn't work for, and how do you know if it will or will not work for you?
You know, we've been told as doctors that there are about 10 to 15% of patients who lose less than 5% of their body weight or none at all. Yeah, so that's pretty high rate of what's called non-responders, people that don't respond to this medication. And I think there's many reasons for that, Al. One of them is maybe the type of obesity they have is different. So what causes our obesity can be different for every person. And if your hormones are amped up, this medicine works on your hormones, like your your satiety hormones, then this medicine will work for you. But if your obesity is due to something else, it's not going to work as effectively. We know that some people are on other medications that cause weight gain. So any weight that they would have lost with Ozempic kind of gets counteracted. Oh, wow. We know there's differences in genetics. Every single person at this table metabolizes medicines differently. And Ozempic is one of those medicines where you might metabolize or sort of react to it differently. And we know that if you have, for example, diabetes, you're going to lose less weight on Ozempic than if you don't have diabetes. So there's other things going on that might change your body. So the best way to know, unfortunately, is really just to try it. But I don't want people to get disappointed if it doesn't work, because number one, there's many other medications that we can offer, and there's new medicines in the pipeline that work by different mechanisms that could potentially work for those types of patients.
All right.
All right, so speaking of Ozempic, there's an Ozempic baby trend on social media where women are speaking out about getting pregnant while on the weight loss drug. So I have a little theory of my own here, Doc.
Okay, let's
my
hear
medical
it.
opinion.
Dr. Schroeder now?
No.
Oh, no.
I'm just an intern. I'm interning for Al.
Gotcha.
Do you think it has anything to do with the drug itself, or are people losing weight? Maybe they're feeling better about themselves. Maybe they see something in their partner. Oh, this is my old college days, and they get after it a little more. No medical backup on there?
Oh,
Get
no,
after
I
it, a
concur.
medical term.
Yeah, it is from my internship.
Yeah.
I concur.
I concur as well. No, I think you got something there, Jeff. I mean, I think there's complex reasons why people are getting more pregnant on Ozempic than ever before. So one is what you point to, which is the social reason. When we lose weight, we feel much better about ourselves. And, you know, if we're not married, we're actually more likely to get married or get into a relationship. So maybe people are having more intercourse than they were before when they were heavier and they had sort of self-image issues. But there's also...
I still smiled when she said intercourse.
Right.
I laughed.
Child.
Sorry. Maybe I'm not cut out for this MD industry. Yeah.
We might
Sorry,
have to
keep
fail
going.
you in your internship here. But there's biological reasons. And one of the biggest ones that sets off an alarm bell in my head as a physician is that it makes your birth control pill less effective. That's what we're worried about, because it changes the way that your stomach empties. Now, if it's doing that to your birth control pill, what other medications is Ozempic and Mounjaro doing this to? And that's what I feel like as a physician we need a lot more research on. But also, as you lose more weight, if you have PCOS or, you know, any problems with your reproductive hormones, that can actually help regulate your menstrual cycles. But in animal models, losing too much weight makes you less fertile. So there's really that sweet spot where you don't want to be heavy because then your body's not ready for the pregnancy, but you don't want to be losing weight too rapidly because that's not good for pregnancy either. Now, if you do get pregnant, if you're taking Ozempic or Mounjaro, stop it right away.
Oh, yeah,
because the company very clearly says that you need to be off of the medicines for 2 months. In fact, there is a signal for fetal harm in animal studies.
Yikes.
So you want to make sure that if you accidentally get pregnant, you talk to your OB right away, but certainly stop that medication.
I think more people should know that. I
for sure.
I didn't know that. That
But
should
you
be
know,
like-
there's a trial ongoing, Al, that they're actually studying it in pregnant women. Because just like I talked about, being too heavy is actually dangerous. So, but how much of it gets into the placenta, gets into the baby, these are things we have to study. But there's a trial in pregnant women for Wegovy, which is semaglutide.
Wow. Oh, my. DBL Nation, Dr. Coley answering
stuff.
all the
Dr.
questions.
Schroeder down there, too.
No.
I retired. I retired.
Please. And please follow Dr. Coley on social media at Pio Coley MD. Also, be sure to subscribe to her YouTube page. Plus, check out her podcast, Heart of Medicine, wherever you listen to your podcast. Thank you again, Dr. Coley. Coming up on DBL, are you excited about the solar eclipse next week? A lot of people are. And wait until you hear how they are going all out for the rare event. Also, our interview with the star of a viral ad that's smashing stereotypes about Down syndrome. Welcome back. We are less than a week away from the total solar eclipse, and people across the country are catching the cosmic fever. On April 8th, the moon will pass between the sun and the earth, casting a shadow for about 4 minutes. The last time this happened was 2017. I remember it. Remember, we all made those goggles?
Yes.
Over a dozen states are in the path of it, and tourism is booming in those areas. Experts are estimating up to 4 million people will be looking to witness the phenomenon, and some people are even planning major life events, including an eclipse wedding. Of course, Bill Nye is getting into the spirit with this photo shoot. Check him out. Yes, Bill.
Oh my God.
And while people are certainly excited, others are asking, what's the big deal? So what do y'all think about the solar mania? You excited? What about you, Jeff?
Are we
excited?
done with the Bill Nye photos? I'm still right there.
That's Daniel Tosh's dad.
Is it really?
No, did you ever hear?
not.
Did you ever hear that rumor? I believed that for a
No.
while. You never heard that? That
Never
was.
heard that.
Well, now doesn't it kind of make sense?
It looks like AI Abe Lincoln. If you look at those, if you pull those pictures
might
back
be.
up, doesn't it look like? Wait till the next one, like AI Abe Lincoln right there.
Yes.
Oh, that
Yes.
is. Everybody loves Bill Nye the Science Guy.
NWA's manager.
Yeah, this
This
is.
has got some factoids.
Oh,
I
please.
do. So
'Cause I
there
have
are
nothing.
a lot of ways to celebrate the eclipse, especially if you have a lot of money, apparently. People are spending as much as $3,750 on private jets to see the eclipse from the sky. For $8,000 a ticket, you can get a train ride on the Solar Eclipse Limited from New York City to Niagara Falls. Delta Airlines is offering 2 special flights to view the eclipse at 30,000 feet. And then, of course, the ceremonies, couples having 200 people during the eclipse. And it's a total Eclipse of the Heart Festival in Arkansas.
Cute. Are we going to be able to see it here in Colorado? Partially. Are we going to participate? I am, even if I can only partially see
How
it.
are you going to participate if we can barely see it?
He said partially, so that means there's a chance.
Get your shoes on, kids. We're going to partially look at an eclipse.
Yeah.
I don't.
4 minutes out of my day. It's not that big of a deal.
I don't think we can see it. I think it would be disappointing. So I don't know. I feel like, Sam, this is something you would do because you like, you know, you got married on Halloween. You like big events. So I could see you doing this. You're kind of gothish.
I can't wait. It's 67%, by the way. Thank you for that, Steve, our music extraordinaire.
What's 67%?
It's 67% chance we get to see it.
No,
That's
not
a-
chance.
Why don't you
Coverage.
say 2/3?
No, he said 67%.
What do you mean chance? There's a chance
we
we're
get
not going to see it?
67. Everybody.
Percent coverage.
Everybody pause. 67% of the sun will be covered.
Yeah, I got
That's cool.
that. Not chance we're going to see
Okay,
it.
I just corrected myself.
It's not a meteor
That sounds
storm.
cool to me. Almost 70% of the sun is blacked out. That's pretty dope.
Don't people work anymore? What's with all these I'm going to
4
get on a train
minutes.
ride for 4 minutes
4
to Niagara
minutes.
Falls? Go to work.
I'm going to watch it
Erica,
with
you
my
gonna do
kids.
this?
If we're home, yeah, we'll go to the rooftop and see
Yes,
if
Erica's a nice
we can
rooftop. Maybe
That's
we'll
a-
go to
that's
like
a
the biggest
no.
hill in our neighborhood. I'll play Black Hole Sun.
What's the next line?
Won't you come?
What's the next line?
There's only 67% chance that it's coming.
Don't wash away the rain.
Wash away. Good for you, Albert. Give me some love.
Yes.
Proud of you.
How long is this segment? We'll have-
Coming up.
Did we
are
cover
just-
67% of it?
Coming up on DBL, she took the world by storm in the movie Champions. Now her ad is going viral for calling out misconceptions about Down syndrome. We chat with Madison Tevlin next. Welcome back. Madison Tevlin has become a force in Hollywood after her breakout role in the movie Champions. Now she is smashing stereotypes with a new ad. Earlier, we spoke with her. Take a look.
Hey bartender, you assume that I cannot drink a margarita, so you don't serve me a margarita? So I don't drink a margarita. Your assumption becomes reality.
Madison Tevlin, welcome to DBL.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for this opportunity.
Oh my goodness, we are huge fans, Madison, and your latest project is all about challenging assumptions and stereotypes of people with disabilities. What did you think when you first heard about this concept, and why did you want to be involved?
When I heard about this concept, I think it's so powerful and moving, and that everyone should reach their full potential like everyone else.
True.
Wow, so your breakout role here was as Constantino in Champions. How did it feel to get that role?
When I got that role, I was super excited and I was so happy.
Of course, of course. And the cast was really close, right? Were you guys all pretty
We were
tight?
very close.
Woody Harrelson too?
Yeah, why are you taking my thunder?
Oh no, I just love Woody Harrelson.
Of course, how was Woody? Because we're all such big fans of Woody.
He gave me very good advice every day, and I loved working with him, and he always pushed me to become a better actor.
Wow, acting tips from Woody Harrelson.
I know, unbelievable.
Did he give you any specific advice?
Not really any specific advice, but it always pushed me to become a better actor, and because of this movie, I knew that I really wanted to pursue this as a career.
Well, you're great at it.
I know, she is. You have a dream to be a talk show host. Maybe you can take Jeff's chair. If you are.
I would love that.
I think a lot of our audience would too.
If you were on our show, what would you want to talk about the most?
To learn all people's different stories and experiences of what they go through.
Oh, wow, that's selfless. It's not about her, it's about other people. So you actually do have your own show. Tell us about your show, Who Do You Think I Am?
So Who Do You Think I Am is all about breaking down stereotypes and barriers and really get to know someone of who they really are.
Madison, I've been waiting to talk to you because, like you, I get on stage and I've done stand-up for 20 years and I still get nervous. You speak at different events and have become big in advocacy. So I have to know, I want some tips from you. How do you prepare to go on stage?
Well, I really don't get nervous, but if I do, I always listen to music because it helps me calm down. And when I get on stage, I'm in my element and I'm doing what I love.
Oh my gosh, Madison, you're such like an old soul. So you don't often get nervous.
Not often, no. But when I do, I put music on and I find myself in a corner and I feel so much better.
So you center yourself, you meditate.
Yeah, Matt, I was going to say, speaking about getting nervous, is there someone that you really want to work with, someone that you look up to?
I have a lot of people that I really look up to.
Who would
How
be
about like a Robert De Niro? Would you be scared to do a scene with Robert De Niro?
Oh, no, not at all.
Really?
I look at them as they're like people, not because they're big celebrities.
Right.
Oh,
wow.
well, see, you need that confidence if
What
you're
a
going to be
great way to look at it.
an
I
actress.
know.
What a great way to look at it.
Madison, if you come to Denver anytime soon, please come here, join our panel.
We will make that talk show dream happen.
Yes, you can be a talk show host with us.
I would love to. Thank you. It's my dream job, and I really want to do this more. And hopefully get a season 2 of Who Do You Think I Am?
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes, Madison, thank you so much for being here with us. Congratulations on all your success. And DBL Nation, to keep up with Madison's projects, you can follow her on social media at Madison Tevlin. You can also get more information at MadisonTevlin.com. Thank you again. We'll be right back.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks. We got
Bye.
a seat here for you.
Welcome back. We've got some great products from our friends at Morning Save. Check them out.
All right, Steph, what do you have for us today?
Jeff, hi DBL Nation. So many treats today. I can't wait to show you everything. Let's check it out. First up, we've got the Calphalon Active Sense Blender with a 24-ounce blend and go cup. Normally, this is $229. However, we have got it for $49.99, which is saving 78%. Next up, we've got the Eubank 5-in-1 interchangeable floor and window cleaning kit. This deal includes a convertible spray mop body and a handle with a trigger, a hard floor sweeper, a window cleaning squeegee, a rectangular flat mop or duster, a shampooer, a corner mop or duster, and reusable microfiber pads. Normally, it's $70, however, we have it for $19.99, which is saving 71%.
Wow, at that price, Steph, I'm gonna get myself one because I could just see myself cleaning up all my kids' messes with that.
Oh, now this is obviously my favorite of the day. Anything sparkly, I love it. It's the Savvy C 7-piece genuine pearl jewelry set with a travel bag. The deal includes 3 necklaces, 2 bracelets, 1 pair of earrings, and 1 pendant. So normally this is $250. However, we have got this set for $25, which is saving 90%. Our last product is the Personic Whitening Rechargeable Sonic Toothbrush with 12 brush heads. This doorbuster deal includes 1 toothbrush and 12 heads. With Morning Save, you can get this big brand for a fraction of the cost, but the doorbuster deals are super popular. There's a limit, 3 per customer. Normally this is $35, however we have it for just $15, which is saving 57%.
Great job. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest price, or you can even scan the QR code on your screen to take you directly to these products on Morning Save's website. Great job, Steph.
We love sharing your comments. This is all in regard to Madison, of course. She's wonderful. Sherry says she will go far. We will be here to support you. Stacy says Madison is awesome. She really can do it all. And the fact that she doesn't get nervous, I know.
I just love the way she gave answers. We were talking about it after. It was just like so direct and like just answered your question. You're like, all right, I have another question now. She's
a pro.
I texted a friend about our interview with her just a few moments ago, and I just put a light in this world.
Yeah.
Like when you got done with that interview, I felt better.
And I hope that she joins our panel. We asked her to, Erica. You weren't here yesterday, but she has a dream of being a talk show host. We said, please come join our panel. And she was going to take your chair?
That's fine with me. It'd be an honor.
It would.
Yeah.
DBL's new every day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
No.